It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed replaying that conversation from 3 hours ago. Every word, every pause, every facial expression. Sound familiar? You've probably tried the usual advice. Meditation apps that feel impossible when your mind is racing, motivational quotes that bounce right off your anxious thoughts. Just think positive, they say. But here's the thing, your brain isn't broken. It's actually doing exactly what it evolved to do, and that's the problem. Your brain has something called the default mode network. Think of it as your mind's screensaver. When you're not actively focused on something, this network kicks in and starts, well, thinking. For overthinkers, this network is like a smoke alarm that goes off when you burn toast. It's supposed to help you solve problems and plan for the future. But instead, it creates problems that don't exist and plans for disasters that will never happen. Here's what's actually happening in your head. Your brain is trying to protect you by scanning for threats. But modern life doesn't have tigers hiding in bushes. So your threat detection system starts analyzing social interactions, work emails, and that weird look your friend gave you last Tuesday. And here's the cruel part. The more you overthink, the more your brain thinks overthinking is important. You're literally training your mind to be anxious. Meanwhile, this mental gymnastics routine is stealing your present moment. You're missing conversations because you're rehashing old ones. You're not enjoying good days because you're worried about future bad ones. You know that feeling when you realize you've been worrying about something for 2 hours and accomplished nothing? That's your life force being drained by a brain that thinks it's helping you. But what if I told you there's a way to work with your brain instead of against it? You don't need to meditate for hours or completely rewire your personality. You don't need toxic positivity or forced gratitude. What you need are simple, science-backed techniques that speak your brain's language. I'm gonna share 3 brain tricks that can interrupt the overthinking cycle in real time. The third one is especially powerful because it actually rewires how your brain processes worry. Stick around until the end because this isn't about managing your overthinking, it's about transforming it. Technique 1, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reality reset. When your mind starts spiraling, your brain loses connection with your physical body. You're living entirely in your head. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique yanks you back into reality. Find 5 things you can see. Actually look at them. The texture of your wall, the color of your coffee mug. 4 things you can touch. Feel the chair you're sitting on, the temperature of your phone. 3 things you can hear. Maybe it's traffic outside, your breathing, the hum of your refrigerator. 2 things you can smell, coffee maybe, or just the air in your room. 1 thing you can taste, even if it's just the inside of your mouth. This works because it activates your sensory networks and calms down that overactive default mode network. You're literally changing which part of your brain is in charge. Technique 2, the worry window. Here's something counterintuitive. Trying to stop overthinking makes you overthink more. Instead, give your brain permission to worry, but only at specific times. Pick 15 minutes every day, same time, same place. This is your official worry window. When an anxious thought pops up during the day, you don't fight it. You acknowledge it and say, I'll think about this during my worry time. Write it down if you need to. But then redirect your attention to what you're actually doing. During your worry window, worry as much as you want. Set a timer. When it goes off, you're done until tomorrow. This works because your brain stops treating every worry like an emergency. It learns that thoughts can wait. And here's the beautiful part. By the time your worry window arrives, half those thoughts won't even seem important anymore. Technique 3, the narrator shift. This is the big one. The technique that creates lasting change. Right now, when you overthink, you probably get lost in the thoughts. You become them. But what if instead of being the character in the story, you became the narrator? Next time your mind starts racing, try this. Instead of, I'm so stupid for saying that, think, I notice I'm having the thought that I'm stupid for saying that. Instead of, this is terrible, think, I'm noticing worry thoughts about this situation. You're not changing the content of the thoughts, you're changing your relationship with them. This technique is based on something called cognitive diffusion. When you observe your thoughts, instead of believing them automatically, they lose their power over you. The more you practice this narrator perspective, the more space you create between you and your overthinking. And in that space, you find choice. Your overthinking brain isn't your enemy. It's just a security guard who's taking their job way too seriously. These 3 techniques, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 reset, the worry window, and the narrator shift, they work because they honor how your brain actually functions. You don't need to eliminate your thoughts. You just need to change your relationship with them. The next time your mind starts its familiar spiral, remember, peace isn't something you find by thinking harder. It's something you activate by thinking differently. Try one of these techniques the next time overthinking shows up. Your brain will thank you. If this helped you see your overthinking in a new way, hit that like button, drop a comment, and let me know which technique you're gonna try first.